Hey there guys, it's Jasonmazda and welcome back to another Sims 4 house building video. Today we are building a house which I have called Garden Mansion. The idea with this house is to use some of the rooms that I have built as well as some other rooms that other people on the gallery have built, and also tweak the rooms and then add a few other extra rooms and create this modern house which is a little bit different. It's a garden house, so with the outdoor area, obviously it's quite foresty. The roofing is entirely grass and fences, which is quite unique. There's this floor tile which you can use that allows you to give the illusion of grass on the roof. So I thought it looked fantastic in the end. I was really just playing around with shapes and stuff like that. I actually was not sure what I wanted to do with this house. I decided about at this point I wanted to create like a curved, use the curved foundations as much as possible. It started off looking actually, to be honest, not very good. I was like, oh, is this going to be even a house I'm going to share with people? But it turned out, I was pretty impressed with how it turned out. So stay tuned for a good looking house. Here is where I start to implement the curved walls, and then I go back and I fix up the walls that get removed in a little bit. So just adjusting that so it's even. This house actually got featured on the gallery as well as a few of my other houses. I actually currently have seven houses, or not seven houses, seven uploads to the gallery that have been favorited by Maxis. What that does is it pretty much, when a Maxis favorites a house and you've got you're connected to the internet when you're playing the game, there will be a little pop-up window that comes up and it alerts you that Maxis favorited this creation. So obviously everyone's gets notified by it. So a lot of people download and favorite it. I remember looking at the stream. They favorited I think 4 of my creations at once, and then no 5 of my creations at once. So they've obviously looked at my gallery page. It had like they favorited 3 of my houses, so this, my modern 21st century bachelor pad, as well as Desert Oasis, which I did a house building video of previously, which you can check out on my channel. So they all did very, very well. They've all, I think, this one has almost 800 downloads at this point, which is pretty amazing considering before they got favorited, they had like 5 downloads. And then I've also got some favorited rooms as well. The highest downloaded room that I have has over 5,000 downloads, which is incredible. And then one of the others has almost 3,000, and then I think 2 or 3 others have like 500, which is still very, very impressive. I woke up to the lots being favoured, and I was like, oh, this is the best thing to wake up to. It's always really, really nice when you get credit for the work that you've done and people like what you've done. So that's always nice to see. I decided with this house I was going to try to keep it open as possible, so I add heaps of windows, sort of since you're in this nice sort of deserty town with all these trees and lush garden around you, as well as beautiful mountain views, you're going to want to see out as much as possible. I also I've added this foundation at this point, and I expand upon it a little bit, so there's going to be a few more little features that you're going to see, which are quite exciting. I think it really enhanced the look of the house in general. I go back and fix a lot of the things that get changed as well. So I did play test this house, so the version that's up on the gallery at the moment is 100% playable, should work fine in your game. It's got no CC as well, which is always good if you don't like CC. I actually created, no, I didn't create, my friend Steven created for me a sim self of Jasonmazda, which is really, really nice. And I found a mod which what it did was it allowed you to it converted one of the female spiky shaved sides hair and it made it into a male hair, and it was perfect because it's pretty much exactly how my hair looks. So got to create a pretty closely accurate sim self, which is pretty fun for me, getting to play around with the sim self. I have been playing that. I haven't been playing with my family for my Let's Play for about a day now, so I need to go do that probably after this recording, maybe. We shall see. But I'm really happy with how the curves of this house turned out. It looks really unique, and I was trying to think of how this house would have looked back in The Sims 3 without those curves, and it just would not have looked good. Even if I'd used like diagonally shaped roofs, so you know when you create like not a pentagon, what is it, like a hexagon sort of shape, with using the triangle shaped flooring, it definitely would not have looked as good. And then I add in this nice wooden pattern, which I've become quite accustomed to. I was thinking about putting like shrubbery and flowers and stuff like that on the roof itself, but I thought it blended in enough as it is just having the nice green grass pattern. I go with white windows for this, just to sort of contrast and keep it looking really modern. Really like this side of the house. The left-hand side is probably my favourite. I also realised there was a little door leading out to here. So I put this sort of decking area out, attached some stairs, add a little garden eventually. Looked really great in the end. And I also finished it off with some railing and this nice little fence as well, which looked great. So I go with the same sort of window and door design as the other side of the house. I actually decided I wanted to have heaps and heaps of windows on this room, so I just spammed those windows and it looked really good. When you change the time of day as well, a lot of light gets lit in the morning, and it's fairly not invasive when it's fairly secluded when you are at, when it's night time, so no moonlight goes in and stuff like that. I like this sort of yellowy creamy colour. Sort of contrasted the nature of the white windows and doors. And then I go with this, I think I stick with it, it's this like dark brick foundation. Again, I just wanted to try and create like contrasting colours to sort of give emphasis to certain parts of the house while still being similar enough to make it look pretty much not weird. I was trying to think of how I could incorporate roofs into this build. I was thinking about doing curves, roofs. I didn't like it. I thought just the standard fencing roof was pretty nice, so I kept with that. This house actually reminded me of a house I built back in The Sims 2. I think I called it Views with Versatility? Versatility. I think I didn't recreate it in The Sims 3, but I used the name in The Sims 3. Might have to use it in this game as well. So just trying to grab some trees that sort of match the surrounding landscape. I didn't want any palm trees, however. I thought palm trees were too tropical and beachy, and I just wanted some nice green shrubbery sort of trees. And then I add in some columns, they match really nicely. Expand the balcony a little bit, just so you can have like a greater space out the front. And this nice fountain, it looks really great when you're actually playing the game because it obviously has jets shooting, which looked awesome. I also like this sort of hedgy entranceway. I really wanted to try out using the hedges, so I thought I'd incorporate them, even if it was only for a little bit. And since it sort of matched the garden nature theme, I decided I would stick with that. I've actually changed some of the window placement a little bit later. I think some of the windows accidentally got deleted. So I go back and change those in a little bit. You'll be able to see in the thumbnail of the video how the final window placement looks, as well as if you download it on the gallery. So this house is available for download. You can search my username, which is Jasonmazda2 with all lower cases, or what you could do is you could search for Garden Mansion, or if you type in #modern or #garden, you'll probably be able to find it as well. But search for Jasonmazda2, and make sure you follow me, because then you'll be updated to when I post all my creations. This house has actually been out on the gallery for almost a day now, so most of my houses do tend to come on the gallery first before I get around to uploading a YouTube video. Some cases are different. Sometimes I will upload the YouTube video first. But in this case, I uploaded the house first because I wanted to share it. And yeah, so you'll be able to download all my creations as soon as they come out. So make sure you follow me on there. I'm also on Twitter at JasonMazdaTweet. So you can tweet me designs you'd like to see, as well as sort of styles of building you'd like. I'm also happy to check out your channels as well. If you do let me know you have a YouTube channel, I am very happy to have a look at it. I've also used some different sort of rooms from around the gallery on the upper floor. Those two weren't, the bedroom and the study weren't created by me, they were created by other simmers, so credit goes to them for building those fantastic rooms. I changed the bathroom a little bit, and then I also changed the rooms of the other two upper rooms, but I kept those pretty simple just because they're sort of like walk entryways, I guess. Turned out pretty nice in the end. I've also added heaps of windows to this house, and I've sort of changed that quite a lot. I go back and I added this dark black brown, what is it called, a brick painting that you see now that sort of accents some of the columns. It looked pretty good in the end, I thought. And I'm a huge fan of using different sort of painting textures and all that kind of jazz to create sort of a unique looking house which has some personality. This is the outdoor area, so you've got a huge backyard space. The idea was to keep it fairly plain. I think this house would look awesome with a curved pool. However, there are no curved pools in The Sims 4 yet. So hopefully when one does come out, I can share that with you guys, or you can just add in your own curved pool if they do come out. Here is a nice little outdoor veranda area with a eating table, nice seat and a barbecue area. I add a lot of bins to this house. Again, bins are something that needs to be placed more often in The Sims because people don't place them, and then they have to walk out to the trash can at the front, and that's just so annoying. I also added some little garden plots, so if you were going to download this house, you will be able to garden in it. And then I added some nice little trees and shrubbery, and I changed the size of them a little bit. I made the flowers a little bit bigger. Just finishing off with the accenting of the terrain tools. And as you can see, the green little icon that keeps popping up is Max's favoriting different creations. So I did actually decide to upload this house because Max's was favoriting creation, so I thought they might favorite mine. Luckily enough they did. They favorited quite a few of them, so thank you so much if any sim gurus or anyone involved with who decides who favorites lots. I really appreciate that you guys are giving me sort of credit and recognition for doing a good job, so I really appreciate that. So thank you, EA and Max's. Just adding a fireplace in the upper floor, as well as I add in a little reddy sort of pink seating area and this nice little rug that I will place underneath. I tried to keep it symmetrical, but there wasn't enough room. Looked okay though, I liked it. And that connects into this room. Pretty much it acts as a hallway. which is nice. And I put some decor and stuff like that in it. If you notice in the house, there might be a few absent doors that you can see now. There's currently no door getting into the master bedroom. I did realize this as soon as I finished filming, and I did go fix that. You can look at the gallery download and you'll be able to see that there is a door. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Make sure you give it a like and a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time for another Sims 4 house building video. Bye guys.